Took two trades today, two losers. Both on the same setup. Kind of a psychological mistake here. And then entered again. And took a loss there. Today, it was mostly bullish. Pivots were somewhat bullish. We're still in a bullish trend. TPO was also bullish there. So it was overall bullish, but today's open was under value, but inside range. So I wanted to really look at this value area low at 76.15 to short into L4 yesterday low, and then into demand and this low volume node zone I had. So that was my main setup here. If it came down over here to low volume node, I could try to long, but this was my main setup here. Somewhere along this area I could short, and in this area I could short. So market rallies up into value area low, and value area low is 76.15. So we go into 76.15 here, and then I'm seeing some sellers come in. And if this 20 range candle closes as a delta divergence, I'd be interested in taking it short. And I kind of liked it. But it wasn't like that the buyers were getting absorbed or anything. It was just a bunch of sellers coming in. So no real confirmations there. If it retested and made a CVD hidden divergence, I would have liked to short it. If this 20 range candle ended up as a delta divergence, I would have been interested in it. In the context of the RSI, this high, RSI was 63, didn't break it here, but almost pretty much the same here, but price was significantly lower, so that was a hidden divergence on RSI, which I liked. So I had that going for me, but nothing really on the tape that I saw. I was really wanting to see a retest here, so going up and forming a hidden divergence, but that didn't happen. I'm looking at it to see if it's a P shape or anything. I just don't see anything too solid. Just a bunch of sellers coming in. And I'm looking for some sort of retest back in to see if I can get an entry. But now it looks like there's some absorption of sellers going on here. And so 1800 negative delta, but candle's positive. Negative 142 on here, 2 minute, but candle's positive. I'm kind of looking to see if I can get any sort of confirmation short, but I'm not really getting anything. So yes, I thought about going in short here just because it was a pullback, but that was pretty much it. Just because it's a pullback. I didn't have any real confirmation that I could see. I mean, even now I'm trying to see, but there's really nothing that I saw here that made me want to get short, besides it just pulling back. But yeah, there was a little bounce and then comes right back down again. But again, maybe the buying imbalances here that got rejected. I don't know. I just don't see anything too solid. I wish I did, but I didn't. And I was really trying to be patient because I'm trying to be, like the theme of June is to be patient with my entries. So I'm really, really trying to be patient here and look for solid confirmations before I get in short instead of trying to just chase the move. And I don't get anything. And the best thing I can see is that they were buying imbalances here, but got rejected real quick. So yeah, and then it just sells off from there. And so honestly, a FOMO entry would have been much better. It would have worked out for me much better, but I was trying to do it the right way, and I missed the whole move. So now I'm very, very, very frustrated. I'm just, because it worked out exactly like how I wanted it to, and I just couldn't get an entry on it. Right at value area low, starts rejecting, and went all the way down to low volume node here. And and I missed the whole entire move. I think I did the right thing because I didn't really see any solid confirmations, but it just sucks to be missing that move that I planned for. So now I'm looking for longs here, especially after this high volume hammer formed on the 3 minute. And while that 3 minute hammer formed, I see this 2 minute delta divergence. And I also see buying imbalances come in here, and then selling imbalances were at the lows here. So I liked that. And then I'm looking for some sort of retest here, once again. Yeah, but it just is going, and I'm getting frustrated again because it seems like I'm now missing 2 moves that are not pulling back. But eventually pulls back. I mean, I was in way worse shape emotionally than I'm talking right now, but it does pull back and it starts forming a 2 minute delta divergence here. And so I get in with 2 contracts. Honestly, that second contract was kind of a revenge entry, honestly. It forms a delta or CVD hidden divergence here, breaking the lows, but price is not near the lows, so I liked that. It was forming a 2 minute delta divergence, but it didn't end up as one. So, but yeah, the second entry was a bit of a revenge because I honestly should have entered with 1 because it already sold off. That was my main move. Now it's coming back, but I don't think it's a bounce to continue lower, not bounce back into a reversal. So should have entered with 1, but I was very frustrated. So I was trying to, I guess, get back at the market. I don't know. I immediately realized after entering 2, I was like, I should have just entered with 1. It was kind of a revenge trade there. But it does break out a little bit, but not much. And yeah, this was my original stop. And then once it rallied, I moved it up to here. And my target was around L3 here, or initially 3R, which was VWAP. And then even more. But I was just thinking, yes, it's bouncing there, but L4 and yesterday's low is probably going to be a level that's going to be tough to overcome. So I was looking at it, and once it sold off here, I was contemplating whether or not to put it at break even, because it was about a point away from 2R. So I thought about putting it at break even, but I wanted to give it a chance too. But comes down, a big sell off here, and then I exit because it's I basically convinced myself out of it. So I was going back and forth, but my thought was that this level is probably a good place to take profit. Honestly, if I entered here around, maybe even just right after that 3-minute hammer formed, I could have gotten something out of it maybe. But it was a late entry. This is a significant resistance level, it seems like, because it's having a hard time breaking it. Yeah, I basically convinced myself to get out of it at break even. I think I saw the rejection here and then decided to just get out. Yeah, this 3-minute or 20 range delta divergence going on here. So decided to just exit out. I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have just took my 4.5 point loss on 2 contracts. But I mean, eventually I would have. But now, right after I exited at break even, it starts forming a delta divergence, starts going up, and so I enter with another one just in case I messed up and did not follow my rules here to exit at full loss here. But only with 1 contract, smaller risk here. And it again got stuffed at this yesterday low area and started selling off. Took a full loss, and now it's coming down to that low volume node zone again. So yeah, it doesn't really sum up how frustrating the day was because of this setup that I couldn't get an entry on. And then, yeah, honestly, monetary wise, it's not that bad, but It was a draining session for me.